this presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. You know, Brent, after a few years of small ball getting even smaller, it's feeling like now there is a resurgence of the big man.
Yeah, I don't know, Kevin, if that's because last year we had 3 potential MVP candidates that all played a bigger position. But you got to have one of those guys in order for you to say that we are going to accentuate the biggest player on the floor to do the things needed to get wins.
So with Westbrook on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, they've got Collins. Jones is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Bates Diop in at the 3. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. George passes to Zubac. Clock at 6. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George, no good. Vassell with it. Collins. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Capable of torching you from that spot. Collins looking very comfy.
Here's George. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. Puts up a 3. To the inside. A second chance effort. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
That one is off. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Zubac. Over Collins. No good from Zubac. For San Antonio, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And the pass to Vassell. Here's Jones. Pass to Bates Diop. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Highland passes to George. Now here's Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Here's Highland. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Jones. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Pass to George. Here's Highland. Batum trying to break loose. Highland's shot is good.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's the pass to Bassi. Out to the right wing. Bates Diop, the pass to Bassi. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Bates Diop misses. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. Pass to Highland. Now Leonard. And it's Zubac to top the key. Collins grabs the miss. Spurs have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Vassell. Passes it to Bates Diop. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Bates Diop. Back to Jones. To the middle. Here's Bassi. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Clippers. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And, of course, there's the Spurs, just way behind.
When I look at San Antonio, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
And another 3 for the Clippers.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the Spurs with possession. Clippers able to drain the 3. Shot by Collins, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. It's good shot selection and great consistency.
Now the pass to Highland. For 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside, Jones. Batum with the steal. And they're on the break. The 3. And Jones pulls it down. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Pass to Bates Diop. Makes it off the glass. Bates Diop's got his second basket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
George passes to Leonard. Now George. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Now here's Vassell.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Passes it to Highland. Now here's Leonard. Inside. Here's Zubac, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Plumlee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Norman Powell subbed in for Nicholas Batum. San Antonio leading by 3. Graham surveying the floor. Pass to Collins. The pass to Vassell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Greg, Devin Vassell came in as a 3-and-D type player, but he's grown beyond that.
He has added secondary ways to contribute on offense. Still not a great shot creator, but can finish plays in a variety of ways to help his team.
San Antonio making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. And that one falls for Vassell. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Westbrook. Up top Plumlee. Morris outside. 4 on the clock. Buries the long-range jumper.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Graham. From 11 feet away, that one misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Baseline try. Man can't hit. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
I like seeing Johnson getting after it, taking on all comers and drawing the whistle.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
He's off on the first.
Now, part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Westbrook. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And what you expect from Russell is that right there. Find a way to get into the lane and make something happen.
And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outsized factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in L.A. that can be this good.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Spurs. Passes to Sohan. On the wing, Johnson. And the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Westbrook dishes to Plumlee. He feeds it to Morris. Off with the layup.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Powell. Back to Westbrook. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs leading by 6. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Vassell, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The pass to Man. Powell, no one around him. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Down low. McDermott passes to Vassell. He kicks to Graham. Takes the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Left side, Westbrook. Here's Man. Covered by Vassell. Man can't hit.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
So here's Westbrook following the bucket by the Spurs. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
The free throw drops for Powell. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
That one misses.
Well, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer, and he can shoot the 3 at a high clip.
Now here's Johnson. He has 5. Pass to Sohan. Over to the left wing. That 3 off the mark.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And this is how you become a triple-double machine like Russell. You get the ball to the easy open shot.
Here's Graham. The layup off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Clippers trail by 7. We've got Johnson. Also Collins out there. And it's Bates Diop in at the 5 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's Leonard. No points in the game yet for him. 6 to shoot. Here's Westbrook. And the rejection by Collins.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one.
And so Graham will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. Yep, it counts.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Throw good, Paul George.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bassey's checked in. And Jones subbed in for Devontae Graham. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both shots good from the stripe. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Zach Collins is aggressive and confident and waiting for his opportunity to show just how consistently good he can be in the NBA.
And so Collins nails both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Highland. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Batum kicks to Zubats. From 13 feet, it goes down. Zubats has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Pass to Collins. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got his first points in this one.
That's great touch from the swingman as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's Jones. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Collins, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The pass to Leonard. Here's Highland. Pass to Zubats. Here's Highland. 9 points in the game so far. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Highland's got 12 in the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Jones. Passes it to Bates Diop. Lock at 6. Right wing. Collins trying to break free. That misses off the backboard. LA has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Pass to Leonard. Batum trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. San Antonio leading. Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 5.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio on defense. Batum passes to George. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Over to the wing. Massey, the pass to Collins. 5 to shoot. They get it back to the wing right side. Goes up again. He lays it in. Collins has got 12 in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
George finds Leonard. And there's the pass to Zubac. It's over McDermott. And again, no good by the Clippers. Spurs leading by 6. Right side, Jones. Out to the right wing. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Clippers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Highland passes to George. From outside the arc, nailed from 3-point land. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
McDermott passes to Bassey. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Back to George. Here's Highland. 12 points for him. Over in the corner, Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. The deep 3 from George. Rebounded by the Spurs. Collins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Bates Diop, the pass to Bassey. Kicks it to Jones. In the corner, it's McDermott. George against Collins. Lets it go from 11. Zubac, the pass to Batum. And it's good, 2 points.
Batum's 6'8", but really sneaky with those long arms. Can go inside and score.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Norman Powell comes in for Nicholas Batum. Good on the bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Powell. Here's Highland. Releases. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Highland's got 5 points now this quarter. Passes it to Vassell. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Highland. He's defended by McDermott. Plumlee with it. 8 points his last outing. That one drops for him. Now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
The first one falls.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
For the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Paul George. Mann subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clippers trail by 4. Mann passes to Highland. He kicks it to Powell. Fires the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Jones from outside. That shot no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Vassell, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And so here are the Clippers, following the bucket by the Spurs. And Plumlee kicks to Powell. Pass to Highland. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up the baseline. Buries the jump shot. Highland's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
San Antonio calls timeout coming off that loss against the Nets.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
Now, the AC seemed to be cranked up in that one. It was chilly in the arena that night, at least on that end of the floor. Just cold shooting all the way around.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Johnson comes in for McDermott, and Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. On the wing, Johnson. Here's the three. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot by Powell, no good. Here's Vassell. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
There's 1:40 left now here in the second. Highland passes to Morris. Here's Mann, covered by Johnson. Mann can't hit.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
And the first one drops.
It's easy to see why this team is excited about Johnson. He's a fantastic athlete with considerable upside.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. No good on the second free throw. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game. Will it go? And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
And he can't get the first one. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
He hits the second from the line.
Russell Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win.
Now here's Graham. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the basket by Vassell.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Now Powell. Outside Westbrook. Morris outside. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Johnson. And he's good on the 3 ball. Powell's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Los Angeles. San Antonio leading by 6. 34 seconds left here in the second. Now here's Vassell. Guarded by Powell. Vassell, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Outside Westbrook. And he drops it in from the low post. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. We weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression?
The passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication has been tremendous. Guys are working as a unit and not as individuals. They've got to repeat that kind of ball movement in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 6. So with Westbrook on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Highland in at the point. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a close game like this, you got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
There's the pass to Bassi to the left wing. Vassell. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum passes to George. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Vassell in the corner. Nice open look, but it's no good.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Batum passes to Highland. And the 3 off target.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Count that one. Vassell's got 19 points.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. George passes to Highland. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. He's off on that one.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Johnson outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Jones checked in for the Spurs. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Highland. He's got 18.
I see him.
And the rejection Connection by Collins.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Nice move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum.
There's just so much activity from John Collins as a stretch 5 at times. Hard to track around the floor.
The Spurs have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And that one falls for Collins. And so Collins nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Highland passes to Leonard. Here's Highland. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Clippers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Spurs leading by 7. Out to the wing. Passes it to Bates-Diop. Hits the jump hook. Bates-Diop's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard looking over the floor. Highland passes to Batum. Clock at 4. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's George. 2 points. That one goes. And now just a 5-point Spurs lead.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Bates-Diop. 3-pointer. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. Clippers trail by 5. George up top. He's got 11. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it. Always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Here's George following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Unloads from 13. Here's Zubats. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Zubac has got 8 points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Spurs leading by 4. Now here's Jones. 7 points in the game. Left side, Collins. Kicks it to McDermott. From past the arc. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Jones. Left side, Collins. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. Down low. It's deflected.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Highland, defended by Jones. Left side, Leonard to the middle for the tie. Highland. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Devontae Graham's checked in for Jones. Now here's Graham. He's guarded closely. In the corner, it's McDermott. Fires the 3. And it's Graham missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And the Clippers making a change here. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And so Graham will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Spurs trail by 4. And here is Graham. Guarded by Powell. To the right side. Leonard with the steal. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Graham. To stop the run. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 7.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Knocks it loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Westbrook against Graham. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Graham with the ball. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Leonard with the steal.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Now here's Graham. Launches a three. Westbrook pulls it in.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
That'll go on McDermott. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
So it's San Antonio now. 7-point differential. Westbrook against Graham. And they'll get another chance.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. He kicks it to George. Here's Plumlee. It's good. Plumlee's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And those are some effort points. Even with the defender draped all over him, Plumlee works hard to get off a makeable shot.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Graham. Here's McDermott, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee. Hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
Powell for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Now Graham. 6 points for him. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Leonard outside Westbrook. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Bucket is good. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Graham. Out left to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Collins checked in for Doug McDermott. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
And could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there. Way more assertive.
Westbrook finds Morris. And here is Powell. Right side Westbrook. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So challenging for anybody, not just guards, to match Westbrook and his physicality.
Inside, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Mann's checked in for Leonard. A minute 42 left in the third. The pass to Johnson. The shot from the low post is good. Johnson's got 11.
What focus. Johnson taking the bump, still getting the hoop.
1:29 left to play in the third. Back to Powell. Shoots over Vassell. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Here's Westbrook. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Graham, the pass to Vassell. Collins with it. He's guarded by Plumlee. That's tipped. 5 on the clock. Back to Vassell. No good on the triple.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Now, here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. 24 seconds left in the third. Here's Graham. And no good. Plumlee with some nice D. Here's Powell. And the rejection by Collins. Morris kicks to Powell. He blocks it again. And they recover it. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? They're going to try to help and tag. You got to make the right play, finish, and make the right pass, all right?
Well, you know what, Greg? You got to like what Coach Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Collins. Then it's Jones. And it's Bates Diop in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the San Antonio 5.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now, here's Collins. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Outside, George. Platoon passes to Highland. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 16. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the basket by Vassell.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game, 1 in each half.
Here's Highland. Outside Westbrook. Pass to George. Back to Westbrook. Outside, George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Outside, Jones. Johnson at the elbow over George. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bassey's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Russell Westbrook. George finds Leonard. Here's Highland. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Left side, Collins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Hurting the defense right now is Zach Collins in these pick and roll sets.
Here's Highland. Outside, Batum. George passes to Leonard. Shoots over Johnson. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 16. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jones, the pass to Collins. Back to Jones. Stripped it away. Feeds it to Batum. Outside for George. Passes it to Highland. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, and done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Jones with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. Clippers leading by 15. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Highland, defended by Jones. Highland's shot is good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Vassell. And here's Collins. Zubac defending. Bassey, the pass to Vassell. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Paul George.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Down low. Here's Highland. Got a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Right side, George. Now the pass to Highland. Clock at 4. Shoots it up. And that one goes long. Spurs trail by 17. Now here's Vassell.
Switch.
Left side, Collins. Excellent D there from George. LA has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Highland. Johnson with the block.
Get that out of here. I don't even want to see that. Johnson showing his explosiveness at the defensive end.
Shot, high post. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Spurs have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Pass to Bassie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Los Angeles leading by 15. George dishes to Batum. And the rejection by Collins. And he's able to get it back. Johnson inside. Leonard's there. A shot by Johnson, no good. Batum passes to Highland. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And a deep 3 from George. Poked loose.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Here's Jones. And he converts the layup. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Batum. Here's Jones. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, but plenty of time to get back in it.
Here's Highland, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair.
Well, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And George gets it to go.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
On the basket by Jones.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Passes it to Leonard. Left side, Batum. Lets it go from the wing. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's Highland after the basket by San Antonio. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Highland's got 13 points here in the second half alone. To the middle, here's Collins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And that one falls for Collins. And so Collins nails both of them. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And so here are the Clippers following the bucket by the Spurs. George dishes to Batum. Pass to Zubac. And George now top of the key. Shot clock at 2. Shoots over Vassell. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Leonard with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. Zubac kicks to Batum. Now here's George, covered by Vassell. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Spurs trail by 12. And here's Jones. The pass to Bassi. To the wing on the left. Here's Collins. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking hopeless.
Outside, Jones. The feed to Collins. Sweet move, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside, George. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Rebound, San Antonio. It's Jones on the wing. Empty that time from Leonard.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And there it is for him. And the Clippers lead by 14. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Jones. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot two here. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Highland.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Graham with the bucket.
Well, Graham, not just a jump shooter, getting inside to find 2.
Gordon, the pass to Leonard. Back to Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Gordon.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Pass to Collins. Shoots over Zubac. Bank shot. No good. That's good from Westbrook. And both free throws good for Westbrook. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the drive. Wesley the pass to Collins. It's good.
And the talent just continuing to show itself here from Zach Collins.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.